Welcome to the Practice of the Week with Taki'h. This week's focus is movement. I'm coming to you this week from Thailand, where I am studying for a couple of weeks, classical tantra. So movement, why is it important? If you think of a pressure cooker, like rice, for cooking rice, it's very common in Asia. When that steam starts to build up, if there wasn't a little whistle to let the steam out, to let something move through the pressure cooker, then it would blow, literally would blow up. And so the same thing happens with us. If there isn't a way for energy to move through, it can become stagnant and eventually we blow up. So movement is very critical, very important for us and for our emotional well-being, for our mental well-being, and eventually for the integration of any experience that we have, whether it's at the body level, at the heart level, at the emotions, or an awakening. It's the way we integrate and we embody our experiences so that we can live them in our day-to-day life, as opposed to just having to be a one-time event that we remember. So movement is very important. Also, throughout our lives, when you see children, the way they move, just throw themselves on the floor, or they run around, spin around, we lose that, most of us, not all of us, as we go through life. And so it's a way of returning to what actually we're naturally born with, but then through socialization, through having to sit at school, through shaming, through all kinds of things, we begin to conform and to tighten, become more and more rigid, more and more stiff. So this practice of the week is dedicated to letting ourselves be able to flow more. We can allow more energy to move through us, and we can enjoy more of life, connect more to the pleasure of life. So I want to introduce you to a couple of key movements that are going to support that. And then I want to support you to connect to your own body's wisdom and the way it will guide you. Ultimately, that's where the jewels are for you in your particular journey in this life. So, without any further ado, you keep your knees slightly bent, so just relaxed, and your body's relaxed. And we're going to start integrating the previous practice of the week. We've been doing deep breathing through an open and relaxed mouth, so we're going to integrate that, and we're going to add movement. So now I'm just going to work with the movement, and then I'll start integrating the breath. So we're going to work with the hips first. Knees are relaxed, slightly bent, not stiff and still. And with the hips, we're going to allow the hips, so the knees, the legs are still, and you're just going to start to make circles. So the beginning, just going slowly and widely, and noticing where is there some stagnation, where does the movement not go as wide as it could. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. And the same in reverse, so the other way. So if you were going clockwise, anti-clockwise. And you can also make swing movements like a half moon, like a half smile, like rotating. So it's rotating up, not out. It's not going back and forth, but it's up, down, back, up, down, forward, up, down, back, up. So it's like you're drawing a smile with your perineum. Your perineum is between your vaginal opening or your testicles and your anus. So that space right in the middle of the base, that is drawing a smiley face. And figure eights. and always in both directions. And you just allow the breath, you don't have to synchronize breath. So this is helping release any tensions, any stagnations that are there in the pelvic area. And this is key, crucial to allowing energy to flow and allowing your sexual energy to flow and allowing life force to flow. It's basically just allowing life. It needs to have this base area, this whole pelvic area, nice and flowing, nice and relaxed. And you can explore different speeds and also just very, 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 very small, like almost you can't see that you're moving. Yeah, in different directions. So really playing with that. And the important thing here is to feel. So if you're just going like this and you're thinking about the email that you're writing, or it's like more like a gym exercise, then you've missed the point. The point is to be with your body and to feel the sensations in your body. And so as you're moving, feeling what is actually happening inside with your body. Maybe emotions are coming up. Maybe thoughts are there. And it helps if you have your eyes closed. I have my eyes open so I can look at you. And then you want to experiment with a spiral, which is circular movement. And sometimes it's like you're drawing a spiral going down. Yeah? It's drawing a spiral going down. It's like a drill that goes down into the earth with your perineum. And maybe it's very small movements, and then they become bigger, and maybe they're quite fast, and maybe they're very slow, and it can be in any direction. Now you're inviting the movement of life, the rhythm of life. That's the spiral. The spiral exists in our DNA, in the way our DNA moves, in the way the planets move, and everything that's alive in between moves in the rhythm of the spiral. So it's the rhythm of life, the spiral of life, and allow your body to start to synchronize itself, to start to come into harmony with the spiral of life. So that's the second type of movement. Now the third, I'm going to turn sideways. You allow your knees to come out, and then arch your back. Let the head go back, and then forward. So it's the wave. So you allow the wave of energy to move through your body by inviting the physical movement. In addition to, now we have hip rotations, pelvic area releasing and opening. We have the spiral, which is the rhythm of life. We have the wave, which is the way our energy normally, all energy in life moves in flow, and so you invite that by inviting your body to mimic it until you can feel it. So it's not faking it until you make it, it's actually doing. And then saying, okay, how does that feel? And then it becomes natural. Your body naturally begins to move as a wave. Yeah? And then more snaking. So this is now taking into consideration the hips that we were doing before, the waves, and shoulders, and neck, and it's a snaking. again, your feet are grounded on the floor, knees are slightly bent, and you're relaxed. And by doing these sets of movements, you're basically opening up your body, and especially your central channel where all your energy centers are connected to. You're allowing them to become more like a flower that's opening. Yeah? You're allowing them to flower, to blossom. And there's no harm that can come from this, of course, but if you do have any kind of injury, knees or hips or discs, vertebrae, neck, shoulders, you do what is possible for you, and that's perfectly fine. And you keep the breath going from last week, and you add this movement. So my suggestion is to go into that for at least 10 minutes, put on music that you enjoy if you'd like to, if not, to the rhythm of nature or to deep silence. And allow your body to go through these explorations for 10-15 minutes, exploring each one of these 4 different types of movement. And then give yourself full permission to listen to how your body wants to move you. So most of the time we take our body like it's a pet, and we're taking it for a walk. Okay, now you do this, now you do that, this is good for you, da da da, okay, I'm playing with you. And what if we actually allowed our bodies to teach us from its deep wisdom, and to let us know what it means, to let us know how it wants to move, and in this way reveal very deeper truths. So right now we're just staying at the surface of just allowing the body to move how it wants. So it's not a thought, this is going to be good for me, or something recipeed, or steps. And my advice, and the way I can connect usually, and it's not following music, my advice is to do that, to start off really slow. And you can start off making an X with your body, your legs are spread, your arms are spread, you're making an X. And you just allow the arms to start to move in your breathing, okay? And just allow the body to explore how it wants to move, what it needs. You may be on the floor, you may be rolling around, you may be standing, sitting. Just allow, and you're not thinking, and there's no right and wrong or appropriate, not appropriate. Just allow your body to express itself. And sometimes it might be faster, sometimes it might be slower. And what's key to this, aside from everything I just said, and keeping the breath going, staying connected to your body, to the sensations instead of your mind, but what's also key to this is that you're in connection with truth in the moment. You're absolutely present in that moment, and the way, always, the entry to that, always, is through the body. Oh, so this is a huge key, and I hope you enjoy discovering it. I would love to hear about it. I would love to hear about your journey with it, or if you're already going into these kinds of movements, then what has it given you? And I hope it supports you. And next week we're going to do another practice of the week, which is going to build on the shaking and breathing and movement that we've been doing so far. If you haven't seen any of the previous videos, just connect to them through this channel, the YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribing, please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends so that more people can benefit. And if you'd like to know more about my work, you can see in the links below how you can do that through my website, through Instagram, through Facebook, and so on. So I look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy your body, enjoy the movement, enjoy your breath.